Hello everybody, I hope you're all doing well and staying cool. I have decided to not do this from my studio today because it's on the second floor and it is too warm up there. Not that it's that much cooler outside, but yeah. So anyway, I'm doing it without, my microphone, my headphones, all of that. But we are going to figure out what happened after Marguerite warned her husband to fly, get away. So I am going to skip a few pages, but basically Chauvelin and his men do try to run after Sir Percy, but not without torturing the Jewish man who was helping them, because they believe that he allowed Sir Percy to escape. So first they beat the Jewish man basically to a pulp, and then they run off. Chauvelin, his guards, everyone run toward the coast to see if they can catch Sir Percy. So that's where we're at. Marguerite and the poor beaten Jewish man are left alone. Marguerite listened, half dazed as she was, to the fast retreating, firm footsteps of the four men. All nature was so still that she, lying with her ear close to the ground, could distinctly trace the sound of their tread as they ultimately turned into the road, and presently the faint echo of the old cartwheels, the halting gait of the lean nag, told her that her enemy was a quarter of a league away. How long she lay there she knew not. She had lost count of time. Dreamily she looked up at the moonlit sky, listened to the monotonous roll of the waves. The invigorating scent of the sea was nectar to her wearied body. The immensity of the lonely cliffs was silent and dreamlike. Her brain only remained conscious of its ceaseless, its intolerable uncertainty. I apologize for the loud engines. Suddenly, a sound, the strangest, undoubtedly, that these lonely cliffs of France had ever heard, broke the silent solemnity of the shore. So strange a sound was it that the gentle breeze ceased to murmur, the tiny pebbles to roll down the steep incline. So strange that Marguerite, wearied, overwrought as she was, thought that the beneficial unconsciousness of the approach of death was playing with her half-sleeping senses a weird and elusive trick. It was the sound of a good, solid, absolutely British damn. The seagulls in their nests awoke and looked around in astonishment. A distant and solitary owl set up a midnight hoot. The tall cliffs frowned down majestically at the strange, unheard-of sacrilege. Marguerite did not trust her ears. Half raising herself on her hands, she strained every sense to see or hear, to know the meaning of this very earthy sound. All was still again for a space of a few seconds. The same silence once more fell upon the great and lonely vastness. And then Marguerite, who had listened as in a trance, who felt she must be dreaming with that cool, magnetic moonlight overhead, heard again. And this time, her heart stood still. Her eyes, large and dilated, looked around her, not daring to trust her other sense. Odds life, but I wish those damned fellows had not hit quite so hard. This time, it was quite unmistakable. Only one particular pair of essentially British lips could have uttered those words, in sleepy, drawly, affected tones. Damn! Repeated those same British lips emphatically. Zounds, but I'm as weak as a rat. And we'll see who and where those sounds are coming from next time. Stay cool.